folks.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. Melissa Service Pack 7 is now controlling transmission.
Uh-oh. Hello, everybody. It's Melissa Service Pack 7 here, and I have some really, really retro things to show you today. I know you guys are probably wondering why almost every time I'm filming, I'm in a car. It just so happens to be that way because I do go out a lot, and also because I don't have a very good area to film in where I'm staying right now. It's just not conducive to, I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say, but you get my drift. Anyway, first retro thing. Look at my sweater. This sweater is from the 80s. I got this on eBay. And yeah, so a little bit off the topic of retroness. This is my new coat. I told you that I was going to do another Shane haul. Well, this is one of the things I got on Shane, and I love it. When I die, I want to be buried in this coat. Yeah, it's surprisingly very warm. I thought that because it's, you know, things on Shane are not that expensive, and I thought that it probably wasn't going to be warm. It was just going to be more for looks, but it's actually warm, and it goes pretty, you can see how long it is. It goes down a little past my waist. It has pockets. I got this one was actually on sale for $25, maybe $30, but I want to say I paid $25 for it. And if it was $30, it was worth $30. But yeah, and I got some other things too. I got another jacket, which I'll show you later because I don't have it with me. But I'm going to be showing you a lot of retro things that I owned when I was a teenager, mostly when I was a teenager. So these are going to be some things from the 90s because I was born in 1977. So I was really little in the 80s, but I remember everything. But I have more things from the 90s because that's when I was a teenager, and for some reason I managed to hang on to more things that I had when I was a teenager than I did when I was a little kid. I was careless. I wasn't very responsible when I was little, and I didn't listen to my parents, and they would tell me, you know, hang on to this, keep the box from that, because it's going to be worth money, and I was rebellious, and I didn't want to listen to them. But just to tell you what's coming up, I have a vintage Nickelodeon phone that works. I have some other vintage Nickelodeon electronics to show you. I have a Girl Talk cassette player. That was not mine. I bought that on eBay, and many other things which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm finally filming in a place that is not someone's car or my car. I have a very special video here for you. I'm going to be showing you, why does it look like I'm looking in the opposite direction? I don't even know. Anyway, I'm going to show you some things that I had when I was a teenager in the 90s. I think I'll have a few 80s things, but most of the stuff is going to be from the 90s. Stuff from my own personal collection that I've kept for years and years and years. And I want to share it with you. I am going to start with, this is weird. Something's not right with my camera. I think I might have the phone upside down or something. I don't know, but anyway. Yeah, we're going to start with Nickelodeon things, and I have quite a few, and I'm just so excited to show them to you. Now, the sweater that I'm wearing, this is from, I think, I want to say the 80s, but it might be from the 90s because I honestly don't remember when it was made, but I got this on eBay, and have an itch, and I had to have it, and I love it. See? Oh, and this is a craft I made a while back. It's supposed to look like a cookie with icing on it, but it's fake. It's not edible, obviously. All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to show you things from my personal collection. I can't wait to show you because they're really, really awesome things. Stay tuned. Hello, everyone. I am presenting to you my vintage Nickelodeon electronic collection. This is my most prized Nickelodeon possession. It is the Nickelodeon Talk Blaster phone, and it works. And then we have over here, I think this was called the Nickelodeon Blast Pack Walkman, and this is dated 1995. I bought this Walkman when I was, I believe, a senior in high school. So I graduated a year before everyone else. I was 17, and I remember buying this at Toys R Us. It had headphones that went with it, but unfortunately they broke. And the headphones had green slime on them like that. The battery connectors are filthy, and there was acid in there. So I have to clean it out to test it out, or perhaps find a AC adapter, because it will work with an AC adapter. I have to just get one. So we'll test it out in a future video. And this is my Nickelodeon Calculator, and it's really cool. See what it does? And this, unfortunately, the battery went dead, and there is no way to replace it. And I got this in 1999 from a Burger King kids meal. So in 1999, I would have been, I was about 16 in 95, turned 17, maybe 20, 21, something like that. I don't know. I suck at math. Now let's go to the best one. I saved the best for last. Yeah, it's a little dirty in there, so sue me. Okay. We're going to shut the lights off for this because this lights up when the phone rings. So I'm just going to stop the video for a second and we'll shut the lights off. Okay, I got the lights turned off purposely so you can see this light up. So there's a red button here. You can barely see it, but when you push it, see that? All right, I'm gonna put the light back on, and then you can see how this works. So this button helps you pick test out the ringtones. This knob here, you turn to select the ringtone that you want. My favorite one was Nick, okay? So that's when I always had it on. This phone is from 1997, I think. So I got this a couple years after I graduated high school because I've always been a huge Nickelodeon fan. All right, so again, you press this. I love that. All right, so then you would turn it this way to get this little guy here, which is a laughing face. That's probably a Nick character. I just don't know who. And next one is this little panda or something? Nope, a cow. And this one, and one more. The traditional phone ring. Let's go back one more time to the Nickelodeon ring. Oh, I love that ringtone. One more time. Yeah, great times. Nickelodeon made some amazing things back in the 90s. Flashback to the late 80s, possibly early 90s. This is a real caboodle. It is vintage. I do not know if this is 80s or 90s. I think it was in... Darn, I want to say mid-90s. I think I got this one. And back then, the caboodles that they made for children did not have a logo on here. The packaging had the caboodle logo, but it did not have it on the outside. So you can look at the bottom here. See, that's all there was a sticker. Okay, I remember buying this because it was cheaper than buying an adult caboodle. And at the time, I couldn't afford an adult caboodle. So I got this. And we're going to take a look at the vintage things inside of there after we check something else out. This is my very old 1986 Vivitar camera. And it came in this case, matching case. The camera's purple. Let's take a look and see what's inside. There it is. And it's in mint condition because I hardly ever used it. And it is, oh, I love the color. It was a point and shoot camera. There is film inside of it. I would not even, I can't remember how to get it open. I had it open before. I can't do it with one hand, but there is film in there. If I can ever figure out where I can get it developed, I will try to develop it and I'll show you what's on it. So here is the original instructions. You can see the date here, 1986. There's a, oh, my nail polish almost matches. Okay. Taking flash pictures. Okay, there's not much to show there. All right. Okay, now let's go find out what's inside the caboodle. Okay, excuse the mess. That is some rose petals that I've been saving forever. There is a mirror inside, and then there's two trays that fold out, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. First, the oldest, this is a Avon pin from 1974. It's what's called a, I think it was called a fragrance pin, yes. And inside this little door, there used to be like solid perfume in there that you could put on. I just bought this on eBay recently because it was so cute. I had to have it. That snowman, the little mouth and the pink, it was me. Okay, and this is another vintage Avon pin, a Christmas one, little pink and white candy cane with a mouse. No fragrance on this one, but they're both Avon. Here are some vintage Soundy erasers. These are from the 80s. I've had these since I was a kid. I don't know if I can get this open with one hand. I should have my tripod and I don't know why I don't. I don't remember if these were scented. They're kind of a little bit, but I don't know if they actually were. That might just be an eraser smell. Cream candy. Okay. Here is some makeup. This is, oh, what fell? Oh, man. What the heck fell? Why did that fall? Damn it. Anyway, this I've had since the 90s. And I bought this when I was about 21 or so at Hot Topic. And I still have it. These are some pins I thrifted recently. And they are from the 80s. This is an AT&T 5 ESS switch pin and an MCI pin. Okay, so let's put those back in and let's go delve into the second layer. Oh, yes. Okay, who remembers Lucky Troll pencils? Good luck, Rainbow Troll. This is unused. It is vintage, and I bought this on eBay recently. And because it was pink, and that's my favorite color. I got a 4-colored pen, which I've shown in a previous video. These are vintage stickers that have my name on them from the 90s. And I bought these in a store, 1998. I bought these recently in a store that used to be a drugstore, but now it's like something else. And I guess they kept some of the leftover merchandise that was there from when it was a drugstore. And they had these. Okay. This is from my own personal collection. I wore Rap Musk in the mid-90s. Yes, this was mine. It's empty, but it smelled so freaking good. And I tried to get some more of this on eBay, but they just want ridiculous amounts of money. Even just for an empty can, they want a fortune. And I'm not going to pay those kind of prices. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, for foxy ladies, and I was definitely not a foxy lady back in the 90s. Or the 80s, for that matter. I was just a kid in the 80s. Okay. And what is this? Oh, this is nothing important. That's just something stuck in there from an eBay seller. Oh, another Nickelodeon thing I saved. A voting phone card. Kids pick the president. And this is dated 8/1/97. I think I was like 18 or 19 at the time. I didn't vote. I just thought it would be something cool to save because it was from Nickelodeon. I think it was in the cereal box because it says Post. This is a vintage Lisa Frank membership paper that I filled out. And that's no longer my address, so you can write to that address if you want, but you're not going to get a response. And I selected that, what does it say? Whoa, it's leaking. Hi. I wanted, dazzle, what does it say? Fashion, fashion fun. Necklaces will dazzle everyone. Now, it's funny because I selected the ballet slippers back then, but if I were to pick one now, I'd have picked the unicorn. I don't know why I wouldn't have picked a unicorn back then. Why did I want the ballet slippers? And why were they just gold, you know? You'd think Lisa Frank, it's gonna be rainbow. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. What did I do in here? Gel. I guess I had some gel pens that I was testing out on there. Yeah. And that's it. That's all I have right now for you, but stay tuned. There will be more videos coming soon with more vintage stuff from my own personal collection, and then of course some things I bought on eBay as well. Okay, so the next vintage thing to show you is this pair of shoes. These are brand new. Okay. And I just picked these up in the thrift store for $5. And the brand is called Balloons. And these are from the 80s. They may have made them into the 90s. I don't know. But I can tell you that when I was a kid, I was in 5th or 6th grade. And I had a pair of shoes just like this. But mine were white. And the same brand. And basically, this brand was a really, let's see in there, a really cool brand of shoes. Because if you were not lucky enough to be able to afford Reeboks, the retro kind, like, I don't know how to describe them. I think they may be called freestyle. I don't know, but they were like, there's a high top and a low top version of them. Balloons made a knockoff version of those Reeboks. And you know the little tag right here that would say Reebok? Well, it would say Balloons, and then it would have three, like a red, yellow, and a blue balloon on the tag with the word Balloons. And I loved that little logo for the Balloons sneakers. And, you know, Of course, I did have a real pair of those Reeboks. I had one pair. I had pink ones. They were low tops, yes. But most of the time, I got balloons. And anyway, so that's how I knew these were vintage, because I remember having a pair, but they were white. And, yeah, so that was pretty cool. I've been hitting the jackpot for vintage stuff lately. Got one that works! $6 at the Salvation Army with all the records.